everyone! I'm Colt Sebastian Taylor, and welcome to the Longshots Dungeons and Dragons live here on Twitch, broadcasting from points unknown, but also the United States, Canada, and New Zealand. God save the Queen, indeed. Oh, King now, actually. So, I will now not kill any more time and hand it over to the man who wears a hat backwards like it's 1998, RDM, Mr. Silent Buck.
What's up, dude? Everything's rad.
Cool.
Yeah. So, guys, hot off the heels of a little bit more somber session, but with a little bit of a sweet note. How are we feeling this week?
I made bagel bites to deal with my depression.
You bastard! I want some bagel bites.
I mean, sorry, I can't use the branding. Bagel
Pizza circles.
Pizza circles. Yep. There you go.
Well,
I want some pizza circles.
I feel like everyone is going to have different reactions to Meow's demise.
Especially Meow.
Yeah, well, I think Meow's pretty predictable. Meow's reaction is going to be...
Hasn't he always been?
Yeah.
That was my favorite part.
So we got to tell Radgast, too. He didn't witness... I hope Radgast understands the concept of death.
Oh, he does.
Okay.
You saw his parents get switched by cheese wheels.
He's just sleeping.
Yeah.
Gotta just resize some windows here.
Val,
Buck, I can't-
you want to add anything to your to this? Okay.
I'm wrestling my cat right now.
Okay. All right. Gotcha.
Just stunned.
I'm eating chocolate, vegan chocolate ice cream.
Too devastated. Gotcha. Understood.
Oh shit.
Buck, I'm really
My
upset
cat
that you
is
sent this to
vicious.
me at the beginning of our session when I can't watch it. Now I have to wait the entire session to watch this video.
It's about 30 seconds. I think you'll be able to handle it while Colt's doing his intro. Which brings me to my next point. Colt, bring us in as I send Munchbox now,
Munchbox?
a Whitest Kids You Know video relevant to his pizza circles.
Last week on the Longshots Dungeons and Dragons, the final few blows against Ezekiel Yasena were laid and he was destroyed. Unfortunately, Meow fell in battle, and despite a revivify attempt, there was no bringing him back. Meow was gone. Meow, though in corpse form, was not forgotten, as the Longshots tend to bring him back to... This is very distracting, dude, that's watching you two sort of try to contain your giggles. Take his body back to... Alright. Back to Anna at Neverwinter. Arriving on to Ezekiel's ship was Bertram Reynolds. That's right, Bertram Reynolds, who it turns out is Rue's father, and looks a lot like our very own Burt Reynolds. And that is now who Meow will be, well, Munchbox will now be portraying Bertram Reynolds, who will be tagging along with the Longshots. However, when Ezekiel was destroyed, he left behind two things. Two ruby red crystals?
Basically.
Ruby red crystals with engravings on them. One of them, Alien and Vel, the name of Alien and Vel's mother, which I totally have written down next to me, but I'm just choosing not to say. And on the other crystal, after Colt did an identify spell on it, the essence of Azarak that Rue had given Colt, but Colt has refused to give the crystal back and has stuffed it into his portable hole, deeming it too dangerous for anyone else to have. This week, the Longshots return to Neverwinter with Meow's body. How will Anna handle it? There's pirates abound, and maybe a dragon. and probably a Meow funeral / memorial. And boy, Bertram is the papa of Rue. How did he sleep with a drow? Maybe those answers and more on this week's very special, as they always are, Longshots, Dungeons and Dragons.
I mean, I like to think if anyone's going to pull it off besides Colt, it would be Burt Reynolds to sleep with a drow. Like, without question.
I kind of want Rue's mother to look like Sally Fields.
Maybe it was an adoption.
But like a drow, Sally Fields.
Yeah, Drow Sally Fields. Yeah.
Drowy Fields.
And then like the entire
Drowy Fields.
This will be a future one shot taking place in the past, which basically is the remake of Smokey and the Bandit of Bertram Reynolds meeting Drow Sally Fields. I'll work on it.
We open back with everyone having just completed your battle against Ezekiel. We've asked a few questions to various deities, magical entities, and a 6-year-old boy. You've prepared to get Meow's body ready on the ship back to Neverwinter. Anything else going on your way?
I will specifically say that I am either by myself or with whoever else, but Colt would be cleaning up his body if there's any sort of like blood marks. He would be removing all of the valuable artifacts and magical items that he had, but not his armor. I think Colt would also leave him with his silver sword that he picked up in that one place. And then did Meow toss his commemorative Longshots magical dagger into the space or not?
No, he hung on to that. Well, okay, he did throw it, but that one didn't miss.
Okay, then Colt will have his body holding the sword in one hand and a Longshot dagger in the other hand, and sort of wrap it prepared for movement. And it's not the first.
Bert would be helping you during this.
Well, then if he wants to talk with Colt, he can. But I think Bertram would notice that Colt. This is not the first rodeo Colt's been to. He's done this many, many, many times. And then at some point, Colt will use the message cantrip to check in with Vel to see how Ametrine's doing. So that's what he'd be doing, which can be addressed at any time.
All right. Anyone got anything else special going on?
I'd probably just reply to the cantrip, like, not well, but ignoring the fact that I'm pretty sure it has a range of like 60 feet and has to be inside. Not well, but all that she'll need is some time and understanding, and us to be there for her.
The range is 120 feet. You can reply to it.
Yeah, so that's what I say.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Yeah, Vel's ears are just popping with like pressure. Like it's like she's in like an airplane that's filling up way too fast, with just the amount of vibrations that Ametrine's giving off right now.
She'll just sit there in kind of a meditative pose. Probably one of the first times you've seen her so kind of still, and she just wants to be there.
Yeah, she doesn't seem to notice that you're there.
Yeah.
All right.
Bert's easy. He would just be helping Colt with the body. He wouldn't have much to say. He might bring up, the stories he's heard about Meow. He was a very rough around the edges kind of person, but through a few separate instances off camera, he thought he was a good person at the core of it all.
Excellent.
Trying to kind of honor him as he's taking all of his things off of his body with Colt.
Well, with that in mind, Radagast, you've been silently chilling with the crew over their past adventure here. What are you getting up to?
I don't know where I'm at actually. So
Somewhere on the Musty Mermaid, you are joined with not only Burt Reynolds, your fellow Longshots, but also the entire Order of Musty Fire. They all came because they thought they were going to provide backup, but apparently the Longshots were able to complete that entire battle before a minute mark. So wherever you please.
I'll just go on top deck, I guess. Kind of awkward.
From the crow's nest, shimmying down the actual main mast, a Aarakocra who kind of flips his head over at you. He's got like a half like ninja headpiece going on. Just kind of looks over, pulls it down over his beak, and is like, You kind of had it rough a little bit, haven't you?
You're gonna like visibly scare him. He'll like just nod his head like a little kid.
We didn't know Meow too well, but some things that Brea was telling us specifically. He seemed decent enough. That is. Sorry for your loss.
He's gonna look for Meow at this point. Kind of confused. How long was I sleeping?
I'm not quite sure. Who knows?
Not.
He sticks a large feathered hand out. Lucius.
He'll stick his light purple hand out. Radagast.
Nice to meet you. Well, if you need anything, you can find me here. Though if you're looking for your friend to say any last goodbyes, I believe the roguish man in the hat downstairs is doing some sort of rites.
He'll like nod his head and say, "I'll hoots if I need you." And he'll walk away.
At first he nods and is like, "Wait, is that racist?" Ah. And goes back to his fiddling. All right. Anything else going on? Any other conversations, or can we advance time back to Neverwinter?
I'm happy, unless you wanted to talk to Bert, Colt.
I don't think Cole will have much to say. He'll probably just kind of give a soft snort when Bertram said that he was a good guy.
And Bert will know his place, as he was not a direct companion of the group, so he will not challenge it.
He and Meow had some good interactions, though. Some strong character building moments.
For sure, but the way I see it, nothing quite like what Meow went through with the rest of the group.
Correct.
His opinion of Meow is his own, and he doesn't want to dishonor the dead by fighting with anybody about it. So he'll just kind of take it as Colt's way of grieving and just leave it.
Well, all right. Then onward to Neverwinter. As the Musty Mermaid makes port, you guys begin to disembark. The members of the Order all kind of look at each other and like, so we're gonna... This would be Saber addressing the rest of you. We're gonna, grab a pint or two over at Potion and a Prayer. Come join us if you feel like it. Maybe we'll talk to Shane and can set something up in the meantime.
I'm sure we'll swing by.
Well then, we'll get out of your hair. She kind of takes one look over to where presumably you've got Meow, on his way, unless you just put him back in the hole.
No, I think we'd probably like borrow a wagon and put him on there, and then I think Colt would probably put the poorly made handmade flag over him from the survivor.
As you guys make your way off the dock, there is not a excessively large gathering, but a decent lining of folks just kind of at first about to applaud your return and seeing the wagon all kind of just stand a bit somber. It seems the city of Neverwinter wants to pay their respects as well.
As we are making our way through, can I just be looking for a rock that reminds me of Meow?
Yes, but I have a question with that. Is there a particular kind of rock that would remind you of Meow? Are we talking like big rocks, small rocks?
Yeah, so probably like a decent fist-sized rock. I would say that she'd probably be looking for something. She thought of Meow as kind of like really strong, maybe a kind of grey-looking rock, but with something like, you know how you can get those rocks that have like a sliver of some other color through them, even though they're mostly like grey or whatever. Like that would be kind of like she thinks sturdy, kind of probably relatively predictable, but with a bit of something extra special in them.
Some nice.
Yes,
Very
I believe
nice
that
rock.
could be an appropriate thing to find on the beachhead on your way back.
Yeah. And, yeah, she's just gonna hold on to that till they get home so she can talk to Ametrine.
And as you approach the main drag of your particular home street, just across from a potion and a prayer, Statue Thane starts out with, "Ah, look, you're back. Oh, why the long faces? Whoa, somebody light off a really rancid fart back there."
Bert will just kind of look at the statue and just with like his hand just kind of motion this, not really say anything.
Got it. Wow. Look at the birds. The birds are nice. Yeah. Oh, hi guys. How's it going?
No, but statue saying would be singing "Amazing Grace" in a beautiful, surprisingly beautiful voice.
He's gonna whistle somehow.
Mm-hmm.
We're just gonna say magically whistle. All right. Well, inside you go.
Colt will look at everyone and say, "Let me go be the one to tell this to Anna. I think I might be the best of this collection to do that."
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
Give Ametrine a squeeze of the hand, a kiss on the cheek, and then like look at Val to kind of give her a look to like keep an eye on her.
Yeah, Vel's gonna make her way over to Ametrine to have a chat with her, but I think we'll cover Colt's thing first.
Colt's gonna go up to I guess he's gonna assume he knows where Anna sleeps at the
Yeah. They've got a dedicated room somewhere in the mansion double-decker trailer room of requirement.
Hacienda. Colt will kind of go like a knock, knock, knock.
Come in. Mind your step, though.
Okay. Colt will come in, close the door behind him. Hello.
She's in the middle of hanging a large punching bag. Oh, hello. Kind of brushes her hands off. What do you think? Think you'll like it?
Anna, I have to tell you something that is going to be very hard.
The answer is maybe.
Well, I appreciate the mindset there. But we just came back from fighting Ezekiel in astral space. And there's no real kind way to put this, but we lost me out in the process.
Well, where's he gone? I mean, he's illiterate. He can't read many maps.
True, but he went to, he was a one-way ticket to this place. He fell in battle. And it does not appear we can bring him back through most magical means.
Her left eye kind of twitches a minute, but the corner of her mouth kind of tilts up in a weird lopsided smile, and she's like, "That, I mean, well, surely that's highly improbable. I mean, don't you guys have resurrection magics? I'm sure I've got a spell somewhere."
We attempted to revivify, but there was nothing to put back in to the body. I'm no expert in the area of this, because it's really not my area, but considering what I've seen Meow done with Black Razor, it seems like Ezekiel consumed his spirit in some way as he slayed him. And once we destroyed him, it just didn't come back. Sorry.
She kind of goes quiet for a second and just says, "Oh,
I brought back his body for a, well, whatever you two want or decide to do when the other one passed.
incineration seemed fitting."
Well, I know that you two had made some sort of arrangement to get your daughter back.
That was the plan before he got derailed with all this
Death stuff? Yes,
Longshots business.
that too.
Not that I'm not grateful for you guys giving him purpose, but
I know I've never said this to you, Ed, but I understand what you did with Meow, with the memory thing and whatnot.
you do?
Sometimes hard decisions need to be made. Doesn't mean they're right or wrong, but they just need to be made. You did what you thought you had to. I respect that.
She kind of pulls up a chair, offers it to you, and sits on the bed opposite and says, "Colt, have you ever been directly honest and truthful with anyone ever? And I don't mean that in a bad way."
I have often found that the truest people in society are often heroes. I am no hero, Anna. I am a survivor. I do what I have to do to survive in this world, however it is. Truth is much like good and evil. They're very nice concepts, but in practice, there are shades of everything. There are some people I'm more truthful with than others, and other people I just lie outright to because I don't want to tell them things. Or sometimes it's fun. But am I ever 100% truthful? There's someone I have been. But in practice, I survive. That means being truthful, it's truthful. That means not being truthful, then that means not being truthful. I feel like that's something you appreciate more than perhaps most.
It was a leading question.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right. I do appreciate the explanation as well. Her fists kind of ball up and her eyes look a little foggy, and she goes, honestly and truthfully, do you like my husband?
Did I like him?
Yes.
I liked what he could have been. He could have been an amazing father. Did I like the choices he made? No, I did not.
It's fair,
But with that
and I
in,
appreciate that.
but with that in mind, I don't know what your plans are after his incineration, but if you have intentions to get your daughter back, I would be more than happy to assist you in said matter. And I can't speak for the rest of the Longshots because it's probably a pretty tall order, but I have a fairly good feeling that if asked, they would assist you too. But that decision is completely up to you. But just know that we would be available. Well, I would be, and I assume everyone else would be.
It's going to take me a while to formulate a new plan, new thoughts, new everything.
Well, I think we both know between the two of you, you were the planner. So I have no doubt that once you've come to a conclusion, that it will be something amazing.
She kind of stands up and takes a deep breath. Well, I at least appreciate you and all of you, even though I know most of you didn't really like me that much, but that's completely fine. In a world of adults, you don't need to be friends with everyone, you just have to learn to tolerate. Maybe that's something I can reflect on.
There are plenty of people who don't like me, and the people who do like me, most of them don't know me, so there you are. I will leave Meow in the main room. I've wrapped him up a bit. I don't know if you want to have a private sort of, as you put it, incineration, but if you do, it's fine. If you do want us to be there or invite us to be there, I'm sure we will attend. So think it over. We're probably gonna pop over the potion of the pair, and just keep me in the loop, and I'll make sure I'll keep everyone else in the loop.
I think if you were to put him in the courtyard, maybe we could gather there in few. Maybe, although he wasn't one for words, and unlike other times, I find myself at a distinct lack of words right now.
I'm sure everyone else could say a few things.
Sure.
Do you want to do this now, or do you want some time to sort of collect yourself, or what?
I suppose let's go ahead and do what needs to be done. Just a few minutes and I'll grab my spell book and a couple of things and we'll take care of it.
Okay. Colt will stand up and will offer a genuine hand to shake hers.
And she will, and she'll kind of look you in the eye and be like, "Tend to Longshots business. I may have been a lot of things, and maybe not nearly as much as you, but I see a more important destiny when I know it when I see it. When you're done,
Who, me?
all of you,
Oh.
looking at it, you grow up hearing about gods and sending prayers up. Hell, some clerics and paladins call upon divine powers at a whim, but never have I seen people who operated so much higher than the rest of us, and I don't even think you folks are aware. It's awe-inspiring, but scary.
I'm just a simple writer documenting my adventures, he says with a wire smile and the tip of his hat.
We both know that's not true. But when you're done with saving the world and being high up in the atmosphere, maybe you can help me track down some of these Tiamat cultists.
Would make a fine story for my small yet loyal subscribership. We'll talk.
Nothing like a revenge story.
Absolutely. But we'll tip his hat, exit, find everyone else. I'm sure we'll cut to Ametrine and Vel, but
Yep.
we'll tell everyone at the point that courtyard for Meow's funeral. So.
Val, Elian, you guys have been chatting it up while Colt has gone upstairs, downstairs, sideways, wherever it is in the house. I think it was upstairs.
Yeah. So Val has gone to talk to Ametrine. So she goes up to Ametrine and so I know you're finding it hard to process what's happened and the fact that you can't feel Meow's song anymore. But our song is not just us. It's how it reflects on everyone else's song, if that makes sense. And she holds out the rock she found. I mean, I found this on the way, and it reminded me of Meow. As long as we have the memories, he lives on in our song. He's forever a part of me. And a part of you. And we may not be able to talk to him. We may not be able to hear him properly. But if we listen close enough to each other, I'm sure that you'd be able to hear him in the way he's impacted all of us. Alfred the Rock.
She listens. She doesn't immediately respond. She just takes in what you said. And she'll respond telepathically and just say, I understand what you're saying, but I don't feel grief over his loss. I don't believe he's gone. At least, not really. He's just changed. I think what I'm more upset about is that I was expecting him to return to the earth just as all of you will. That bothers me, but it's not grief.
Alright.
Like you said, he's not gone. I mean, he's in our songs. He's still around. I'm not sad that he's gone.
I'm glad that you're not sad. But I just wanted to offer you this rock if you like. But, and,
Thank
you know, if he's a part of us, then a part of him will return to the earth with us.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And the stories we tell.
Of course. I am deeply concerned about future events, though.
How so?
But that's
I mean,
not something
same.
to worry about today.
Alright. Well, if you need anything, just even if you just want to come and sit and be near people, I'm here for you, whatever you need.
Thank you. And you as well.
Thanks.
I know you're sad as well. I mean, I
Yeah.
may not feel grief, but I know you do.
Yes. I do. But I'm kind of used to it. People dying all the time.
I don't think it's something that you necessarily get used to.
No, it still impacts me, but I can deal with it a lot better than the first time it happened to me when someone I cared about died. Because nothing will ever be as horrible as that.
But, you know, it's... I say we not worry about anything tonight. For now, tonight is for Meow.
Yeah. I agree. Thank you for this talk.
Of course. I'm tired.
Yeah. I think we should do something for Meow and then have a very, very long sleep.
Okay. Thank you for the rock. It's a very nice rock. Did you
Yeah,
know
I'm
that
not-
nice is a type of metamorphic rock that actually was something else, but under very high amounts of pressure and high temperature, it actually turned into something else. It became stronger and more stable.
I wonder it reminded me of Meow.
It's very, very nice.
Our resident rock expert.
Resident geologist.
Yeah. She's not kidding, folks. She knows her shit.
I'm just mad. I'm just off to the side, madly googling and throwing up Wikipedia before.
Amazing. Love it.
All of these.
It is great. Yeah. I'm gonna see how Alien's doing. Did you want to come with me to check in on Alien?
Of course.
So yeah, go and find Alien. Wherever he is.
Are we back at the house now?
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes.
Okay, so Elion will probably just be in his room then.
Alright. Just like knock on the newly repaired door.
So,
Prepared.
hang on, let me get my headphones real quick because I don't have anything right now. Hang on, be right back.
No worries.
And then Radagast and Rue be thinking of something you guys might want to be getting up to.
Lurking.
Lurking. Got it.
Lurking. Just sitting outside of Anna's door, listening in, taking notes.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm back.
More accurately, doodles.
Can Rue read?
Yeah, she just prefers not to.
Okay. I just thought it would be really funny if it turns out that Rue is illiterate too.
Bert Reynolds taught her how to read on the ship.
So, Bert will also be kind of working as well, but definitely not anywhere near Rue. Just, side lurking, keeping an eye on her.
Lurk on
So
lurk.
Rue's lurking on Anna and Colt, and then Bertram's lurking on Rue.
Totally.
Amazing.
Does Rue notice him lurking?
What's your passive perception?
Pretty high because I took the observant feat.
Ooh, shit. Some motherfuckers can read lips.
Yep. Oh, let me get that pulled up here and take a look. Sorry, hold please.
I found my headphones, by the way.
Okay.
Okay, her passive perception is a 22.
Ooh,
Oh
shit.
yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
you not only see, you also hear, smell, all the senses.
Amazing.
I rolled a 17. But don't let him know that he sees you because he totally thinks
No,
he's gonna
absolutely
see you.
not. Rue is not going to let him know, but she's definitely going to seemingly accidentally drop like a crumpled up paper with a really crude drawing of him on it.
Do I notice Rue lurking about outside?
Only out of the shadows.
I'm staying in the shadows, so no.
Alright.
So that's
You
gonna
might
be a
notice
hot
piece of
no.
paper.
Okay.
Suddenly, this is turning into that Scooby-Doo episode where they're in a hallway and there's like 8 doors, and we keep going in and out of those doors.
Yep.
And like, yep. Bert will kind of look down and just think to himself, I can't believe she's dropping things, and just pick it up and open it up, and he won't see it at first, and after studying it, he'll get a little red in the face and then crumple it up and like just throw it back on the ground and just kind of go sit down in the corner.
From out of the shadows, a middle finger will just stick out. All you can see is a floating middle finger, and then she'll like grab it back into the shadows.
All right. Hell
He's
yeah.
very embarrassed.
Well, back upstairs. You've knocked on Elian's newly repaired door.
So he opens it and is just kind of standing there.
Can I hug you?
He just nods.
Just like a big tight hug.
He does that like back pat thing, like, you know, when you're like hugging someone and you just kind of like pats the back awkwardly.
Still holding on. She's like, how are you doing?
He just kind of shrugs and is like, well, I don't know. I'm here, I guess.
Yeah, it's hard to process.
I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know what to think, honestly.
Well, if you ever want to talk it out to figure out what you think or to like anything like that, I'm here for you. And Ametrine is amazing to talk to, even though she's going through. We're all going through it a little bit in different ways.
Yeah, are you guys okay, or?
I will be.
Alright.
Ametrine's
Well, I
falling
don't know.
asleep against the door frame.
So, did she, wait, didn't she like come out of like a big sleep or something like that? Is she allowed to sleep?
She's.
What do you mean is she
what?
allowed to sleep?
Yeah, she's allowed to sleep. She did.
I-
She slept for a long time. Yeah, but like.
Yeah,
She also
yeah.
has to long rest like anyone else.
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't know. I didn't ask. I never asked. I don't know. It's not. I can't really think straight right now. I'm just kind of like. I'm happy my door's fixed.
That's great. Do you want to?
Is the hole still in your ceiling?
I hope not.
No, I fixed it.
Okay, good. I bet you Bert would have been like, hello. No.
Val will be like, do you want to just hang out until? I assume Colt will get us when they're ready for the funeral. Or do you want to be on your own?
I mean, I honestly don't really want to do anything major. Like, I just kind of want to
sit and chill and just be in the same room together.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
She'll drag Ametrine over to the bed.
She like doesn't open her eyes.
Like I'm not like Val has like a +0 strength. So
I'll-
and I'm assuming Ametrine is heavy with the rocks.
He'll help
So
though,
Yeah.
just because he's
'Cause
also
she
not.
can't
He's
do it on
also
her
not
own.
very. Yeah, he's also not very strong, but he's gonna try his best.
Yeah, so we
Classic.
managed to like heave
Like
Ametrine onto the beach.
realistically, Ametrine would not function as a person with the amount of crystals on her head. Like that would just be insanely heavy.
But yeah, she's just built different.
She's got a beefy neck.
She got hold all them crystals up.
Broad you lift.
Yeah.
I imagine if like all of the crystals came off, she'd be like a heavyweight champ. But like at the moment, she's got like a -1 strength.
She's like Goku training at like 1,000% gravity all the time.
My
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, so Val's using Mage Hand to help just that little bit extra as well, and just to heave her onto the bed, and then just for some reason I'm picturing the aliens room definitely has beanbags.
I mean,
Would that be a thing?
I feel like it wouldn't be. There would be, but not because of Elion, but because of Matthew.
Absolutely, man.
Hell yeah, that makes sense.
Respect.
Yeah.
It would definitely
100%.
be because of Matthew. It would not be
Couple
because of
hacky sacks
Elion. Would
lying
probably
around.
be like, yeah, like
Is
what
Matthew
is? What
there?
are these? I assumed
I feel like-
yes.
He's always
Yeah, so
there.
Matthew's
He's
probably
always
just
there.
chilling in a
Awkwardly.
beanbag.
Awkwardly standing in the corner.
I feel like he's chilling
Yeah.
in a beanbag. Yeah.
Yeah, Val
Try-
will sit in a beanbag.
He's,
And just
he's
kind
sitting,
of
he's sitting
chill.
in a beanbag chair trying to look like he's thinking deeply, but he's seeking deeply in a beanbag chair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ametrine snuggling the Meow Rock.
Oh. Yeah, Elion will go back, and I assume he was probably sitting with Matthew, so just chilling there. I'd like to think these are like supersized beanbags.
Yeah, massive ones that are like
Yeah.
so comfy.
Yes, yes, yes.
But yeah, I think we just chill there until Colt gets us.
Yeah, nothing. I have nothing else to
Oh,
say.
yes. Yeah.
All right.
Oh shit, what's Tez up to?
Oh my god, it's Tez.
He is supremely concerned as to why everyone is so sad.
Oh.
Um,
Could he also be chilling with the beanbag chairs?
I think him and Matthew have
yeah,
been
can I
hanging
just
out.
like hug
Yeah.
him and like have him in my beanbag chair with me, and I'm like reading him a child's storybook or something?
Excellent.
Just like
That
reading
works
out
for me.
loud and showing the pictures, and occasionally showing Alien the pictures if it's pretty, if it's a cool picture.
But he is going to ask one question, though, which is, why do people have to die?
That's a great question, and I don't know the answer to it.
Death is not the end of
Sometimes.
death is not the end of everything. It's just like one phase of existence. She's not going to mention that Meow skipped the rest of them, and and so when you do die, do you remember where you were before?
Yeah.
That's where you won't go again. There is a place that is the exact opposite of that. It's amazing and good. And that's where you'll go and then you'll be able to meet all of the people like that you miss. I'm sorry, Tez, I'm terrible at explanations of things like this, but
I mean,
It's
sometimes-
okay. I kind of get it.
yeah. I feel like sometimes if there wasn't any kind of finality to life, it would devalue it. It makes it so much more valuable, and I don't know, maybe this is not something that I should be telling a 10-year-old trying to think through this morality myself. But
I'd like to think Elion was about to start talking, and then somebody, probably Matthew, would just like hand over his like, no, it's okay. You don't gotta go into it.
Yeah, and then Belle starts shouting this, and she's like, to be honest, Tiz, I don't fully understand death myself. And I don't want anyone to die, but sometimes it happens, and we know that, and we will see them in the next life. It's not the end.
Hmm.
Just a new chapter of the story of their being.
But you're not gonna die, right?
Oh no, I'm never gonna die.
You promise?
I hold out my pinky finger. I'm like, I pinky swear.
Ouch. All right, he's
Unless
gonna pinky
hey,
swear on
actually,
it.
caveat: if you ever somehow, I'm never gonna let you die either. Just letting you know, you're not allowed to. Not again.
Okay, but I feel like that's gonna take a lot of magic.
I'll sort it out
Will I still get old?
if you want to.
I don't know.
If you don't want to, then you don't have to.
Accidentally makes a fate pact. Sorry, I caught a bit of chat there. That's great. Okay. Well, it would be at this point that and have I missed anybody? Radagast, are you getting up to anything in particular?
Not really.
Alright. Then kinda one by one, Anna's gonna, try to round people up. So, if you guys wanna do the thing or and stuff, I'll be outside.
Gonna try and shake Ametrine awake.
It takes you a hot, minute. Very,
Reminds me
very
of
hot minute.
Last Monday, the fire alarm went off in the middle of the night, and there was no fire. It was just like a wrong thing, and my flatmate straight up did not wake up. It was so loud, and she just slept through the entire thing. And I'm so worried about if there's an actual fire. But yeah.
That's a terrible thing.
So
Yeah, no,
that's
that'd be
probably what
Ametrine.
Ametrine's like sleeping.
As soon as she goes down, she goes down.
Yeah.
But no, for Elian, just to answer your question about whether or not Ametrine sleeps, she's tired. When you sleep way, way too long and you're just exhausted
you're
the
overtired.
entire day, that's Ametrine.
That question was
That's Ametrine's entire existence.
yeah, that question was just in character, just because I thought it was funny, but also at the same time I also just didn't understand that. So
No,
I thought it was out of character, which was why I was like,
No,
yeah,
no,
you
it
need
was-
a long rest.
no, it was no, I know it was in character, and then you're like, no, you need a long rest. I was like, no, that's what I meant. I know she needs a long rest.
The longest of rests.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah, she likes her
wanted-
long sleep.
She's the one who takes the extra hour.
okay, yeah. What I had in mind was Elian thinks that if Ametrine goes to sleep, she's like Sleeping Beauty, and she's just gonna go to sleep forever again. It's like pricking your finger on the spinning wheel.
I mean, could happen.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, right.
I mean, there's a
That's
possibility.
dangerous. That is dangerous.
I think before Colt sent messages out to summon everyone, he would probably with Bertram, since he's around, sort of take Meow's body and put it on probably some wood, we'll say 2 feet high, so not like a Darth Vader funeral pyre or anything like that, but something, so he's just laying on the ground. And then Colt would summon everyone, but he would sort of not be close to the funeral pyre. He'd probably be leaning against a wall, arms crossed, watching.
Are you okay, Colt?
Oh, I'm fine.
You seem out of sorts. I'll walk up beside him and just hold his hand.
You squeeze it. Yeah, it's an event, so it's what apparently Meow wanted from the Cornana, so literally the very least we could do.
No. I mean, it's not the first time you've lost someone.
True story.
How do you feel?
I feel like we should talk about this afterwards when I have a nice cold glass of whiskey in front of me.
You want to talk about it quietly?
Colt kind of just shakes his head. Yeah. One drink first. We can talk all you want, but let Anna have her moment here.
Okay.
But thank you for asking. But
So she kind
Then
of.
not surprised that you did, since you care about me so much. Kind of gives her a wink.
Of course, I care about everybody here.
You should do. Makes you a great person.
You all are very important to me.
All right. Then have you all gathered out there in the courtyard? Those of you that wish to attend.
Bert will help carry the body.
Flag will still be over his hips and legs. Proper survivor military burial.
He'll have like questions, but he won't ask. But he's gonna kind of look around and just like quizzically, as he's looking at this, like, what the fuck?
I think you will also notice that Colt has tucked into his pants the copy of the book that he stole off of him also.
Ah, nice.
All right. And she's gonna kind of give a glance around and thank Bert. Well, he wanted to be cremated, so that's
I have a fire spell.
that can work. I was gonna create bonfire and just kind of let that work, but yeah, if you've got something you'd like to try.
Fireball.
I'm just imagining
Host
a
of fireballs.
wild
Fireball.
magic proc at fucking Meow's wedding.
Everyone just diving for cover as
I got it.
It's just a cantrip.
fireball. Everyone's very eager to light Meow's corpse on fire.
No, like, if you want to build a bonfire, that's fine. I'm sorry, I was just trying to make things easier, but if
Oh no,
I don't-
that's.
just
I mean, I was just gonna point and
I also have Druidcraft that will light things on fire too.
well, if you would all like to pull the trigger together, as it were.
okay.
Okay.
Should we all like pull out our fire spells?
Yeah. Anyone who's got a fire spell, feel free to join in. We're all gonna
So,
burn
how do you
Meows.
guys feel about Eldritch Blast?
Oh
It's
my
all
god.
Not fire.
Not
It's
fire.
not fire.
I feel like it is. It's a blast.
No, it's force,
like a-
it's force damage.
No,
It's
no,
for
no.
you. So you're gonna blow Meow's body into millions of
No.
pieces.
Still
Dude,
fire involved.
You have like
Oh,
is the flamethrower the same as a tank shell? No.
Well,
Oh boy.
It is at this point
yeah.
a hole in the brick wall seems to be carved in this bright, chalky white before it kind of extends back in a haze of purple.
buttons.
Yep, you called it. And walking out a tabaxi and just a smaller leather armor. It's kind of forgive the intrusion.
You're just in time for the funeral, Mittens.
I know that is why Mittens is here.
So I'll go over and hug Mittens. Thanks for being here.
Oh, yeah. Of course. I know he was not happy with Mittens.
He wasn't happy with a lot of people and things all the time, so there's not a lot we can do about that.
It is true. Anyway, go ahead. I will not interrupt. He kind of just goes to sit regular and then just cat sits.
I do want to send him telepathically just a message saying like, I need to talk to you. Please don't leave without.
His ears kind of quick.
Fucking mitten.
Okay.
He says that out loud randomly. Because he can't respond.
He's just gonna be like, okay. Voice. All right. So yeah, Anna's gonna cast Create Bonfire. What other fire spells are coming out?
I got a firebolt.
Little druid craft.
I mean, I could do fairy fire just to make things really exciting.
That'll make it bright and pretty.
Sure. We'll do some fairy fire.
All right.
Just to celebrate Meow's short stint as a pole dancer.
I like to imagine that Meow was burned with his rope in hand. So,
Oh hell yes.
Bert would have lit a tinder, the tinderbox, use the tinderbox to light the rope on top of Meow's body as everyone was preparing for their blasts.
I can also change the color of the flames if Meow had a favorite color.
It's purple
Yeah,
Because
so the
that's my
flames
favorite
turn
color.
purple.
because that's the
The
best color.
flames the flames can turn purple then.
Also, his body shimmers purple in a purple outline.
Hell yeah. So, Bert will kind of look over to Anna and he'll say, I only had a few brief encounters with your husband, but for all intents and purposes, he was a good man. Troubled, but good. And, the night that you came out of that portal, I was actually on the deck with him when he first heard the news. And he didn't believe that you could be alive. He actually thought that you were someone impersonating him.
Sounds like him.
He was going to murder you. And
I heard that actually. That fact has still not lost its humor.
But ever since that day, when you showed back up, and he decided, of course, not to murder you, he's been a different person, and I saw it. He was a very ruggish man. Very few words, not very charming, but I'll tell you that motherfucker could hoist an anchor like nobody's business, and I would have gladly sailed with him for many years had we had the opportunity.
Thank you, Captain.
Hi.
Does anyone else have any kind words or just words for Meow?
Meow was an excellent uncle to my little brother. I'm sure he loved him very much already. And did not at all resent the fact. And he would have been an amazing father. So yeah, and he was an amazing friend. And then Val has to stop talking because she's crying.
I almost spit my drink out.
Anyone else?
I'm gonna smoke a pipe that's similar to his, and then after I'm done with it, I'm gonna put it on him.
Right,
While he-
right on,
while he's on
right on
fire.
the bonfire.
We'll
Where's
get high.
his actual pipe? Oh my god, just throw the weed on there and then everyone, yeah. On the fire.
Was Meow laid to rest / burn with his actual pipe?
He should. I think so.
I would imagine
Unless we all want to take a hit after on it.
with the silvered sword and the dagger, his rope, the pipe that Valhalla gave him, and Ametrine gave him. I can't honestly remember who gave it to him. Sorry, guys. Whoever gave that to him would have been very important and very special, but I'm pretty sure it was Valhalla.
It was.
And but I'm pretty sure also Ametrine had something to do with that. So we're
I think I
calling that
was
canon.
there when she bought it, but I
You-
wasn't involved in purchasing it.
Right.
I think you had the because we carved a name and then it was like in gold or something, and maybe you did something with the gold name on it.
Yeah, I think
Do
there's.
not
I think you helped with
remember.
like the engraving of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
so
maybe
anyway.
it was the engraving. I don't.
So he would have. He
Either
would
way.
have. I imagine he would have had that with him. His original pipe, would now belong to Anna. And then of course Wave and Black Razor are as far away from this fire as possible for many reasons. But that's all I can think of. Oh, and
Where's-
the immovable
where's the
rod is also
stash?
far away. Colt dealt with that.
What's that?
But yeah, his stash of crap.
Oh yeah.
No, his
His-
where's
Oh,
the
his
nerd?
his
Pipe.
mustache.
No, his stash, as in like his
Like-
weed.
his
pipe
weed.
weed.
Oh, his weed.
It's
His
just burning up,
weed.
getting us all high. Of course, that's what he'd want for his
100%.
funeral.
There's one reason and one
That's
reason
what I was
only he wanted to
saying.
be burned alive, and that is so that everyone could get fucking ripped at his
Nice.
funeral.
Nice.
I love it.
So, yeah, he would have kept his entire stash on his person.
I have a
mean-
quick question now that
beautiful.
it's popped up into my mind.
Uh-huh.
Where are Wave and Black Razor?
That's a great question, Colt.
Colt would have put those in the portable hole.
And no one has attuned to them.
Not yet.
I mean,
Okay.
Yeah.
Might be worth it if they they probably want to be at the funeral.
Yeah,
Someone should tell
Val
Colt
would
that.
probably say something about that.
Yeah, I mean, I got a couple of free attunement slots.
Yeah, I can attune to one of them if you want.
I
Just
mean,
temporarily.
if they asked him, he would hand them over. He would.
I've attuned to Wave before, so. Oh,
Yeah, give me Black Razor. I can make the wisdom save.
yeah, you're much better at wisdom saves.
I mean, sure. I mean, Colt would there be no reason for him not to let? They wanted to have these sentient weapons witness his funeral. Then he wouldn't. It wouldn't take much convincing for him to do that.
Who's first? That's what I want to know.
Well, but only they can hear the weapons. They would have to repeat what they were saying.
Yeah, I mean, they're sentient beings. Gotta give them a voice.
Well,
Black Razor
if
just-
no one else.
Black Razor just sobbing.
Like, or is
So
it like, don't give
I
me
don't
back to
think
champ,
Black
please.
Razor could give less of a shit. Yeah, right. That's the only thing he'd be concerned about. Oh my gosh, Burt Reynolds
It's
should
okay,
have Black
Mr.
Razor.
Razor. It's okay, Mr. Razor. All will be well.
Black Razor is sobbing because he didn't get the chance to devour Meow's soul, and Wave is sobbing
Yeah,
because
that's more accurate.
now he's worried that no one's going to
100%.
use him again.
Oh, poor Wave.
I would say that once the fire got started, Colt would have made eye contact with Anna, give like a hat tip, and would have Irish goodbyed to the bar before the thing wrapped up. Sending a message to Val, Ametrine Alien, saying that he was going to get a drink. But he did not stick around to the end of said ceremony.
All right. Well, with all words and kind words out of the way, and it just kind of chills around for a while, watching things burn out. Stick around long enough, and she'll collect ashes into a variety of containers. Each of you that wants one can get one.
Did he burn completely, or was there a foot left over?
For the sake of...
Did I take a toe? I've been threatened to take toes.
Jesus Christ.
I'm
I
sorry.
think now would be... So, let's see. In order to have gotten the toe, you would have had to have at least tried to get it past Colt, who was very protective of the body up until this point when it was lit on fire. So, Colt, did you let her take a toe?
No. I don't think Colt would have. I mean, once the bodies were transferred to Anna, have at it. But it was
What about a finger?
what?
Can I have a finger? That's not a toe. Can I have a finger?
What a grotesque mental image you guys are
You
conjuring right now.
you really need to ask Anna. That's really her decision, not mine.
I mean, I could take a tooth. I think a tooth would be a little bit of a gray zone, but I mean, an actual body part would be much more useful.
Okay.
Useful?
I don't know how to say this other than this. That sort of decision isn't mine to make. That would be Anna's to make.
Okay, I'll go ask her.
Bert is going to see Ametrine walking up after hearing this, he's going to put his hand on Ametrine and just kind of look at her and just no.
Why? It's not like he's doing anything with it.
You make a valid point, but
As a reminder, he's currently burning.
Oh, that's no big deal.
it's no big deal to you.
I'm sure Black Razor will help.
Think about Anna.
Right?
And he's gonna put his arm around strategically around you and try to dodge the rocks and just say, let's go talk to Valhalla. I wonder how she's doing. And he's gonna try to kind of casually but forcibly walk you and turn you around and start walking away from the burning corpse.
Valhalla's just absolutely sobbing because I imagine Wave's quite upset in her head as well, and it's just playing off each other.
Oh, do you have Wave?
Yes.
Ah,
I think we decided
perfect.
that we would attune.
Yeah, so she
Yeah,
attuned
that
to
was the
Wave and
thing.
Ametrine attuned to Black Razor.
Perfect. Black Razor is going to thank Meow for keeping Wave safe and useful. Though he is sad that he didn't get to devour Meow's soul, purely as a matter of pride and not actual malfeasance. Wave, on the other hand, is completely distraught.
Let's hear it.
You know, Valhalla, never in my eons and centuries of being alive
Oh my God,
have
who
I
is the teacher?
found such a free spirit.
Oh, it was amazing.
He
She's just
truly
sobbing
had
now.
no regard for anything, carefree. But also at the same time, he cared.
It's so much. People thought he didn't, but he used to care so much. But he didn't let it drag him down too much. I mean, he did, but he also was carefree about it, and he was an amazing human being.
Would you like to sing a shanty with me?
Yes. Val's not amazing at singing, I imagine.
So he's gonna go into the final bar of Haul Away Your Anchor, and I'll post that there for you so everyone can see that. I won't bore you with the singing of it.
So what? What? We
She's
don't get to
singing
hear you
very loudly.
sing. What?
Yeah,
That was a
she's
rip.
it.
Rip
You
off.
wouldn't hear Wave singing, but you hear Val singing off key. Or actually, I'll roll performance to see how well Val does in trying to like express Wave's song. Yeah, she 10, so not the worst, but definitely not great.
Maybe if we get enough love, we can have a different aside where I give you that final bar, but not at the.
That sounds like the next Longshots musical intro.
No, available on our Patreon. No, just kidding. We don't have a
I
Patreon.
just don't want to cry while I sing it.
Yeah.
And beyond that, yeah, that's pretty much. Well, and Wave also has one other thing. He goes, who's going to help me smite heathens now?
I will find you the best warrior.
That's what I'm talking about. Not even you want to use Wave sentient
I do,
trident.
but I'm just terrible at fighting with weapons, and you deserve better.
And it's just as you're saying this that an incredibly masculine man corralling a giant lady with crystals on her body comes walking up casually and says, Valhalla, are you okay?
I don't even answer him. I just look at him and I'm like, Wave, what about this guy?
You hear him kind of sniff. He's like, well, he does sort of smell of the sea.
It's true.
He's a sea captain, and he's also, much like Meow, he's a good father, I think. That's something they probably have in common, so he'd be good at taking care of people.
Are you saying this out loud, by the
And
way?
tridents, yeah.
Okay. Bert's just like, I'm a dad?
I've seen the way I'm pretty sure we all heard Rue call you dad.
He's gonna try and play it off. Anyway, so I'm so sorry.
He's just fully ignoring him, waiting for Wave to respond.
He's gonna sit down next to Vel, and kind of coax Ametrine to maybe give her like a hug or something and say, it's okay, Vel. You were saying?
Does Wave respond about wanting to attune to Bertram?
Would he at least use me to slay heathens? Is he a powerful warrior, or does he just kind of hang around?
Bert, are you a powerful warrior that would slay heathens?
It's as you're saying this, as if almost instinctively, without even intending to, his pecs start bouncing one by one.
Is he shirtless?
No, he's not shirtless. He's just that ripped that you can see it through his garb, and you kind of hear in the background like bongos playing.
He's still crying a little bit, but he goes, "Oh, look at that! Oh,
Pretty cool, right? Like
They
you're
are
a warrior,
for
right,
each other.
Bertram?
yeah, I'm sure it wouldn't be the worst thing."
Give it a go.
And he'll kind of lay. He'll hold his hand out, as I assume you place Wave in his hands.
Yeah, I give Wave to Bertram. I'm like, I'll miss you, Wave. I hope you're happier with this guy, though. As I unattune and pass it over.
As Wave falls into his hands, he'll kind of look at it. Oh, kind of weigh it. How does this work? And he'll kind of shake it. Like, how does this work? Like, were you just talking to it?
He's called Wave. It's called Wave. You just think really hard and concentrate on the fact that you're going to use Wave to fight glorious battles and slay heathens, and then you'll be able to hear his voice. As she tries to explain the process of attuning.
So he's kind of following. So he will think really, really hard about hang on.
And you're gonna be best friends, okay? You gotta take really good care of him. And I'm talking to Bert.
I still don't know why I can't have a toe.
Ametrine, you can have 10 toes, but if you have more than that, you're over the limit, and you've already got 10 of them.
No, I don't. I don't
Look
have
at
a
your feet.
single toe.
Look at your
Well,
feet.
no, but I want someone else's toe. I mean, it's for magic reasons.
Okay, sorry, we're back. Also, Ametrine, first off, I don't remember if your character is actually really tall or not. So if I was wrong calling you giant, I apologize. It just kind of was the first thing that came to my mind.
Oh, it's fine.
Also, so Bert is going to think of sailing on his ship in the open seas, and he's imagining himself holding Wave in his right arm as he's steering his ship with his left arm, singing sea shanties, and he attunes to Wave.
Slowly a almost underwater and sad sounding voice plays over the sound of crashing waves in your mind, and he goes, hello, I'm Wave. There's but one condition to me being your magical trident. Are you prepared to worship a god of the sea?
I've been worshiping the sea bitch my entire life.
Well, splendid. We shall make a valuable team.
I make no effort to replace the one that you lost, but I will be as good a friend to you as I can be to any other. You have my word.
Well, then, huzzah!
And he'll just kind of like hold Wave in the air and say, huzzah! and then just like kind of realize that it was completely out of place to do that at a funeral. And just kind of put Wave back down to his side and just slink back a little bit.
All right.
Glad you two seem to be getting along.
I got lost in the moment is all. I wanted to make him feel better.
No. I think I appreciate that because Wave was precious to Meow, so I think he'd want Wave to be happy. And Black Razor.
Oh, there's another, and he'll talk to Wave and say, is Black Razor that big sword, Wave?
Yes, that is. That is my compatriot, Black Razor. He's a grim sort, but he's okay once you get to know him. Unless you don't feed him, then you'll not be doing anything.
Well, I don't know if I can feed him, but I can surely carry him on my back for the journey.
He might like that. He does like to stay close.
No compatriot of my friend should be left behind. And he'll kind of look to Ametrine. May I?
Ametrine's asking Black Razor why she can't, why disintegrating a body is a bad thing.
You know, I don't know either. Humans are such weird creatures. Life is fickle. Reduce, reuse, recycle.
I mean, that's kind of what I was thinking. And I mean,
exactly.
It's not like Meow's using it.
You should take a toe from everyone. A little blood won't hurt.
I've asked them several times and they've all disagreed.
Together we shall plan the perfect time to take their toes.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
You've made.
I mean, everybody's called it a very, very morbid collection. I'm not really sure why. I mean, it's for their own benefit, really.
Ametrine and Black Razor might be the most terrifying combination I think I've ever seen in my life.
Colt by this point's at the bar with a bottle of whiskey in a dark corner. His hat is off, laying on a chair. He's unbraided his hair. He's just drinking. So he has seen none of these
So-
shenanigans.
I want to quickly go to a break, and when we come back, we'll tie everything together and continue.
We'll be right back. Hello there, it's me, Colt Sebastian Taylor, your handsome swashbuckler rogue here on the Longshots D&D. This part of the session, we are currently on break. You're probably yourself, Colt, what happens during the break? What's going on? Why did you go? Well, you know what, sometimes we eat snacks, bathroom breaks, and we can only sit for so long to stretch our muscles, but we do talk between the segments. So, if you didn't want to miss that, then my friends, go down below and join the Discord channel. The link is in below. Whether you're watching this on YouTube or listening to us via the podcast, join the Discord channel and you can chat with us throughout the week and listen to the behind-the-scenes conversations and other fantastic stuff. And, well, hey, listen, sometimes these breaks are 5 minutes long, sometimes they're 10, but this break is over right now. And we're back.
Hello. Okay. We have said our goodbyes and have left Anna to literally pick up the pieces, but not in like a negative way. You make your
I
way
did wanna
across.
ask- I did want to ask Black Razor before I unattune to him and hand him over to Bertram. Like,
Mhm.
shit. Do you know anything about the Destroyer?
The Destroyer.
Scion. Seeing as you're a very, you're an ancient and powerful magical weapon, who's
I am, however, even I have my limits. I would have needed to be around at that particular time. Though,
were you?
extinction events are not uncommon. Though I did always find my way back to that mountain.
Which one?
White Plume, Mount Hotenau.
Haven't been there, but I'd love to see it. Sounds lovely.
He kind of gives you the vague sense of like turning your gaze northeastward across Neverwinter, the big looming mountain that has a
Right.
large thing of smoke, and he goes,
Because I haven't been there. Like, I'd love to go explore inside and see like all the crevices and, you know, I bet you there's an underground lake there. But anyways, sorry for interrupting. Scion.
I have never heard of him.
Okay, well, thank you very much. And if you think of anything, please let Bertram know.
Of course. Wait, Bertram.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, I can't. Unfortunately, Colt would never allow me to keep you. You seem like a very, very lovely weapon, but. And
I
really
think
enjoyed
I
our
appreciate
conversation.
that.
I really enjoyed our conversation. I mean, I learned a lot from you.
Well, you never called me sword, so we'll start with that.
No, I didn't. Was I supposed to?
Goodness, no.
Oh, what would you prefer to be called?
Black Razor.
Right. All right. Well, thank you.
Or
very
Razor.
much
But never anything else.
Well, thank you very much for your time, Mr. Razor.
Right, thank you.
And I genuinely hope that you and Mr. Captain Bertram get along.
I hope he slays a great many things.
Oh, we're planning on going and fighting a bunch of pirates. Maybe I can convince him to come with us.
Oh, you don't say. It's been
Pirates?
ages since I've killed a good pirate.
There's a dragon coming, and we actually may need you in the battle against Scion.
Because he's coming, you know.
Not if he's an undead, you won't.
I have no idea. Nobody's had a lot of information on that kind of thing. So
Maybe
far.
he's a demon. I like the taste of demon soul.
Is it crunchy?
It's spicy.
Hmm.
Nacho Supreme.
I'll I'll have to try it one of these days. Anyways, it was lovely talking to you. And if you ever wanna say hi, feel free. I'm always around.
Absolutely.
Anyways, what's the deal with unattuning to Black Razor?
You pretty much just
Okay.
say screw it.
There's
Nah.
no wisdom throws? Okay.
Just tell him you're never going to kill anybody with him, and then he'll just say, fuck this, I'm out.
I can't say that. I can't say that truthfully. But yeah, I'll just unattune and say, Mr. Bertram, Captain Bertram, Mr. Reynolds,
Yes.
your name, sir.
Please don't call me sir. But Captain's fine.
Lord.
What did you say? Sorry.
Lord.
Not Lord. Captain's fine.
Oh. Well, this is Black Razor. He's very, very nice and very helpful.
Oh, is he?
Wave is nice is not how I would describe him.
He's very lovely. It was very nice chatting with him during the funeral. He had such nice things to say about Meow.
Oh, okay.
He's
Well,
very kind, very helpful.
Meow was a good man, and if Black Razor thinks he was a good man too, you know, I will take him along. My back has room for one more, and he will
Wonderful.
put Black Razor
him
on his
well.
back.
Treat him well, and undead souls upset his stomach.
Oh, okay.
But,
I'll be sure to ask him about that.
yes.
Bert kind of reluctantly thinks about murdering like evil, not undead while wielding Black Razor, and just kind of like tries to think of like a situation where he could where he could place himself while wielding Black Razor, similar to how he attuned to Wave. He's struggling, but he makes it there.
It's like way easier to do for Black Razor. It just feels as if he's more welcome to change. And he's like, well, hello. I am Black Razor. Just a few things before we begin this working relationship.
Oh, okay.
Should you hit an undead with me, I will start eating at your soul instead. It's
that's not quite
something
how
I
it was pitched
wish
to me.
to do. It's
That's
just
not
more of
how
a
it was
function
pitched
of
to
my
me.
being. Secondly, if I feel you've earned it, I can bolster your speed.
Oh,
And if you
That's-
haven't slain anyone with my blade in 3 days, you and I will have a conversation.
you know, it was questionable at the beginning. The middle was pretty good, and a bit of a strange ending. You know, I feel like this is going to be an interesting relationship, but glad to have you on my back, or at least Wave is. I'm sure you'll grow me.
I do like how you've taken up Wave's mantle. He is such an unused item.
Well, that's not very nice. Anyway,
It is only truth.
well, okay. So, yeah, nice to meet you. I'm Bert, and glad to have you aboard. Board my back. Wave.
Yes.
I'm assuming I can communicate with Wave without Black Razor hearing me, or at least I'm hoping. The part about having to feed him a soul every 3 days, are there limitations on that? Can it be like a bug or like a fish that I find in the ocean? Does it matter?
He draws the line at mammals pretty much.
Mammals. Okay.
So, you know, rabbits, squirrels, that sort of thing.
Got it. Okay. Okay.
Sometimes birds work, though I once saw him throw a fit.
All right. Thank you for that. I will keep that in mind. And,
You know, actually, that brings up a good point, and he just kind of drones on about how insects don't actually have souls, and it's really weird.
And now Bert is wondering to himself how Meow put up with this for as long as he did.
You now have a group chat going with the two of them.
I love it. With that, I will pass the buck to the literal buck to whoever would like to roll.
All right. Well, at this point, have you guys sauntered over to the bar, or have gone to your respective rooms, or however else? All right.
I mean, Val would definitely be going after Colt.
I would say that, I mean, assuming everyone has arrived together, that Colt's not making it too hard for him to be found. He's not hiding. I would say that Val and Ametrine would notice this immediately. When Colt left, he was a little roughed up and whatnot. But now his hair is perfectly braided. And that sort of braid work is something he can't do well. So it looks like perhaps in the 10 to 15 minutes of toe taking, artifact introductions and whatnot, that Val and Ametrine would hazard the guess that Star has been there for about 15 minutes, but is not there when they arrive. And I have an aside that I'll post later. But they would see that. I don't think anyone else would know them good enough to pick up that Colt's hair is braided very nicely. Assuming Ametrine didn't fall asleep.
Val would definitely
Yeah,
be like
I have-
kind of coming up to him and being like, "Hey, you alright?"
Is anyone else with you? Just Val?
So no, Ametrine would be welcome at the very least if she was wanting to be there.
Ametrine, I wanna go do something else, but I took up a lot of time with the introductions, so I'm gonna let you guys do it, but then I wanna go do something else.
Join another campaign. Well, we'll go.
Yeah, bye.
Bye. Peace out. Meow is the only thing keeping you here. Colt will kind of like look at Val, pour her a glass, push it over, and he's tense, and he'll say, "I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm just find the funeral amusing in a way. That's all."
Can I like insight check that or something?
Sure.
Because I think she thinks something's up. Not very good at insight, but she does know him quite well. Ah, I'm 11.
Well, I since you do know Coles well, I would give you advantage on trying to read him. I want to see you roll worse.
The exact same roll.
Amazing. Well,
but you know what? She uses her Tides of Chaos to try and focus extra hard and gets a worse roll.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's the 11.
Yeah. just to see how smooth he's acting. 27. Colt, I think you would sense that Colt is biting his tongue. He doesn't want to say something that would upset people.
Colt, if you want to talk, you know, I'm never going to judge you. You're always welcome to talk to me. I hope you remember that. And even if we have different opinions, I'm never going to judge you. I'm not going to get too mad at you. And I would much rather you talk to me than keep it silent. I'd be more mad at you for holding back than for saying something I didn't like.
Colt's shoulders will droop a bit, and he'll kind of like give her hand a squeeze. And he'll say, I am just irritated with Meow. I resent that he died.
You know, I can understand that, and I don't think that's makes you a bad person or anything. It doesn't make me mad at you. But I know that
I don't think
you're much like a person.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. I don't think I'm a bad person, but you know.
Good, because you're not. You're an amazing person, and I can understand why you're disappointed that he would leave us like that. I mean, I don't feel the same way, but I can understand that.
Yeah, and I realize other people are more fond of him than I was, but you know, if I was at his funeral pyre and said, "Boy, there's Meow, what a fucking failure," I feel like I've brought everyone else down.
Yeah, I think you did the right thing.
Yes.
And thank you for saying, being so thoughtful to Anna, because I don't think I could have done that.
Well, Anna, I respect. I mean, she did what she had to do. She did what she had to do, and.
Well, yeah, okay.
Hey.
If you ever do something like that to me, I will hunt you down and kill you, and then revive you just to kill you again more painfully.
I mean, assuming you're remembered, because the whole thing that she did was remembered.
I will. Yeah, but he figured it out. Eventually, someone happened and he figured it out. So
listen.
And I like to think I know I'm not the smartest person. I like to think I'm smarter than Meow.
You are definitely smarter than Meow. No. Listen, I respect Anna because she had to make a hard choice, and she made it. I've made many hard choices in my life. Some of them, probably people would disagree with, but I still had to make them. Whatnot. I'm just mad that now we have to finish what he started. I mean, eventually we're going to find his daughter, and then we're going to have to help that. And he abandoned us, is what happened. He abandoned us.
To me, Meow was family, and so it is. To me, Meow was becoming family. So, if Anna, for whatever reason, ever can't take care of their child, I will. And I hope you would help with that. I would.
I told you.
She's I don't know, like a niece to me.
I told Anna that when she figures out what she needs to do to find her daughter, that I would assist, and I feel assured to assume that you would probably come with me as well.
Yes.
And then when things settle down, I plan to show Tez how to work a sword, so.
Amazing. Yeah, you will be the absolute best big brother to him.
Oh, you're my sister.
Oh.
How could I, how could I not? I'm just angry.
I never doubted.
I'm just angry how things turned out.
Yeah. But that's life, Shit happens.
I know. Shit happens. He's just stupid.
And it's out of your control.
Stupid man with his stupid mustache, his immovable rod, and he stole gold from me. And boy, if he was buried, I would shit on his grave. No, I'm just kidding. No,
wow.
I'm just.
I won't let you take a bag of his ashes then.
The only thing I regret is the fact that he doesn't exist anymore. So in an afterlife, he can't.
I'm working on that.
I'm sorry, what?
Look, I've done some reading, and if you get enough magical power, you can change the very fabric of the universe.
Boy,
In some ways.
that sounds fucking dangerous. Listen,
Do
I
I look like a risk taker to you? Because I sure hope I do.
trust you with my life.
Thank you.
Before you consider changing the fabric of time, would you at least do me the courtesy of checking in with me first?
Yeah, the wording I imagine needs to be very specific, so I will need your help with that.
Okay. Colt does the sort of like both hands on top of her, like give it like, okay, all right. That's all I need to hear. Hey, fun fact: I have Azarek's essence in my pocket.
Hey, also make me a perception check when you like, let's say, tap your pocket as you guys are sitting at a table.
Oh boy!
Are you off?
Isn't it in the portable hole?
Are you guys off at like a back table somewhere?
Yeah, I would say not like deep, dark, shadowy, but like not in the main light. And my perception, boy fucking howdy, 33. One out from a natural
Perfect.
20.
So you tap your pocket and you're bringing your hand back up to the table and you kind of shift your weight. And when your hand goes underneath the table to kind of like, support yourself as you bring your chair in, your fingertips kind of just barely reach up maybe about 4 or 5 inches back in what feels like a small recess cut out into the table. And you can kind of feel like a little, almost like one of those portfolio flaps, like a Velcro flap.
Like a dead drop?
Like a dead drop.
I think we get closer to the camera here so people can see this. So I think Colt will see like smiling and go, hang on. Without dipping under the table, I think he's going to carefully feel around to make sure nothing's like attached to it, like a wire or string or like booby trap or like a claymore or something.
It doesn't feel like anything too crazy, but it feels old. The paper's quite old. It feels like it's been there a long time.
Well, this day is getting interesting. Colt will carefully pull it out, and he'll look around to see make sure no one's looking at him while he's doing this.
At this point, Val's pulled her chair so she's right next to him because she's seen him doing something and she's just like peering over his shoulder. Pressed right up against him.
So you're gonna go ahead and read that?
Is there anyone looking at him while he does this? Okay.
Not really directly.
Okay, then he'll. It's a yawning portal map. Let's try it again. Second time's the charm.
Longshots.
Oh, motherfucker.
Comma. And presumably Mr. Taylor. I am told this letter will find you well. Though I have to trust those that have fed me such information, as I cannot verify this myself. If I am to be correct, my father would have just recently passed. If you could, leave a pot of his ashes in a place that can be retrieved later. Tell me where you've stashed them or where you intend to on this note, and leave it where you found it.
Vel has
Is it? Well,
Vel took a bit of ashes when it was offered by Anna, so she has that.
is it signed?
It is not.
Colt's gonna like look at Vel and go, "Ooh."
But judging by the handwriting that neat is typically a female trait.
Do you think this is his daughter?
This is old paper. This has been here a while.
Yeah, I just talked about altering the fabric of the universe. Timey-wimey shit is not
Oh,
impossible.
you know what? Colt's gonna boop her nose. Good point, sister.
Hey,
What?
do you reckon we should hide it underneath the statue of Thane?
Oh my god.
No one would even want to look there.
True. And then we can ask Thane to be a statue for a few days to just sort of watch what's going on. And we can find out like who fucking picked up the ashes.
Exactly.
Oh my god. You know, I love you. This is why you're my sister. Brilliant. Fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Shots. Clink. Whew. All right.
Okay.
Where-
Let's write this on this letter.
Okay. Where is Thane's? Is Thane's statue just still outside of our house?
Yeah.
Okay. Colt's going to write, ashes are behind the statue. Oh, gosh. You know what? Does the statue have, like, a plaque?
You know, I would think by now, with it being such a popular spot and across from the tourist pyramid, yeah, probably. It probably just says Statue of Thane.
Statue of Thane, yeah. Oh, when we got booted out of fucking Survivor, is the pyramid still there, or is it...
Oh, no, that's gone.
Oh, no. Then Colt will say, Statue of Thane. He will give a decent description of what it looks like. And then he'll write, "Is this Sarah?" ? And Sarah's the name, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then he will so he'll say, "Is this Sarah?" ? And then he'll say, contact us, please. And then put that there. He'll look at Vel, go like, "This has been a weird fucking day, right?"
Yeah, I am absolutely exhausted right now.
Yeah,
as well.
like it's like this
It's
day.
been a lot, like emotionally.
Yeah,
and
like this day, killing our respective father, the pumpkin incident is like the top 3 weirdest days in the last 5 years.
It might get bumped down soon.
All right. Well then, I mean, is anyone else coming here? All right, let's go put the ashes back. Let's go put the ashes behind the statue, and then come back here, and like sit at a different table and have a few more drinks and watch this table.
I don't think they're gonna come back to this table, but yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. Is Ametrine okay? Is she sleeping? Is Ametrine okay? Is she sleeping or something, or she's doing something?
Sorry, I walked away.
Oh, I'm asking Vel.
Oh, you're asking Vel? What happened after the funeral? Ametrine went and did something else. Did she let Vel know what she was doing?
No,
Just walked off?
I guess.
She walked off.
Yeah, I don't know what she's up to, but she seemed to be processing okay.
Okay. Sometimes she like
Apart
needs
from the
people.
posing.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes she needs people and sometimes she doesn't. I have a hard time guessing. So if she needed me, I'm sure she wouldn't say, "Hey, come here" and stuff. All right, let's go do this. I'm excited now. Come back, and we'll like order a fancy fucking cocktail or something.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
If I drink too much, I'll probably just fall asleep, though.
I will make sure you end up in bed okay. And then Colt will go and do the shenanigans with Vel and sit back and they'll both watch carefully.
We'll be hiding the thing of ashes, and with Colt's expertise, I'm sure that it'll be hidden well enough that like no one's going to pick it up, apart from the person who knows it's there.
All right. And meanwhile, Ametrine, you've been
Clubbing.
I want
She dropped asses. She has like glow sticks.
spinning poi.
yeah, just shooting off the fairy fire. No, she's gonna using her telepathic ability, lead Mittens into a dark corner, to a dark alleyway.
Ooh. Amatrine's
Well then.
gonna make out with the tabaxi.
He kind of just like whispers around and is like, Mittens is very uncomfortable with this. Hello?
And just as a point, like Ametrine hasn't actually said like a vocal word since Meow died. Like it's all been telepathic.
Mm.
That's the point. But yeah, no, like she'll kind of like, yeah, she'll lead him into a dark alley and just say, hi, sorry for the, what's it called? Shadows and windows?
The term you are thinking of is cloak and dagger.
Sure.
Shadows and
listen,
windows.
Is this a safe spot to talk?
This is an alley in the middle of a city, but it appears to be.
Because I want to talk to you about Avison.
Oh, yes, this is area of expertise.
Is she okay?
She has regained most of her power. In fact, she has begun to prepare herself for rebuilding the planet Ravnissa.
Good. Because names have power, and I'm concerned about saying this. Even telepath. Although I've been saying it all over the place, so it's Scion's coming here.
His ears kind of just shoot up for a minute. He goes, "You are sure of this name?"
Very certain.
This is not good.
He's,
His tail kind of curls up and he starts scratching at his fuzzy face.
He's in Eberron right now.
Eberron, you say?
But he's coming here. He's looking for Avison.
Well, you know, being strapping heroes yourselves, perhaps you could do a little recon?
Can you tell us more about him? Like, what are some of his abilities? What can we expect?
Long ago, many moons, Avison and Scion were one person. The creator deity of most things. Though the one entity decided to create one final thing. Free choice for itself to disagree, to have opposing force. And so, the two spheres of influence became two separate individuals. It is, he waves his hand, very metaphysical stuff. But...
Oh, I understand. I'm very metaphysical.
Ah, good. I see I'm speaking to the right person. Avison, force of creation, unable to destroy. Scion, force of destruction, has great powers, can destroy anything in his path, unable to use any of that power to create a single thing. He probably wishes to attain this particular power. That is his way. But Avison has kept him segregated. Ever since this plane meld, he's had an easier time influencing?
I believe he was working with Ezekiel and Alistair. I
Hmm.
believe they were his pawns.
Cyan is good at pulling out the individual vices of mortals, embodying one particular vice, giving them intense strength, sure, but destroying their sense of self, their normalcy. Can make great men not so great. I am not surprised.
So, what would be involved in this recon? Would it be something where we would go to Eberron?
It would not be a bad idea. I am sort of at odds with Warden from Eberron, though we have recently had a summit where we discussed a few things, namely this. If we are to delay him, perhaps meeting him on home turf to gain better understanding would be best.
Right. Is there a way for us to contact you if we need to speak?
I am typically always watching, but
Oh, so I can just call out to you and you'll arrive?
I should, so long as I am not busy.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. Is this something that I should bring up to everybody else?
Oh,
But
most certainly.
But I tried to predict the future. And I'm certain he's not coming within the next week or so. So that's a positive. I don't know. They've been dealing so much with Meow. I think they need some time.
Truth be told, time and history are coming to a point. There are things that even I cannot see, that Avicen cannot see, and by same design, Scion. We seem to be at a tipping point, which all revolves around each of you. I am not surprised then to learn that you cannot glean the future, for everything now is uncertain, cosmically speaking.
Is Scion something that we may have to fight? Perhaps an aspect of him?
Well, almost certainly. Unless it is your destiny to give him what he wants.
What about having him and Avicen remerge into one being again?
Well, that is actually what he wants, but
It
again,
is, but, I
maybe
mean,
it is not such a bad thing.
I don't know. Normally I'm better with the bigger questions than I am the little ones. But
I know the feeling. Kind of scratches his ear with his back foot.
thank you again for coming. And thank you again for coming with me to the Stark Alleyway.
It is a weird thing to thank someone for, but I understand the sweetness of it.
Is it a
Maybe
strange
next
thing to
time we
thank
sit
someone
for coffee. Typically, if one asks someone else to follow down a dark alley, there is not normally a thank you. Typically, there is a lot of stabbing.
Out of game. Is this one of the alleys that Meow trapped?
Most certainly.
Oh.
Okay.
Watch your step over there. There seems to be a rope.
Oh, yes.
He kind of smiles. This has meow written all over it.
It does. Do you think we should take it down?
No, I think it would
No.
make perfect reminder.
I think so too.
Oh, that's so heartwarming.
No, we have to leave.
Oh, almost forgot. Everson would like to see each of you. Together, of course, when you have time. He hands a small, maybe like 1.5-inch piece of chalk. Use this when you are ready.
Okay. Is this something like the plane shift spell?
Similar, but he traces a claw on a brick wall of the alley, which then opens up into a same portal style door. You have a limited use access to the infinite staircase.
Okay.
Use it wisely.
I should really maybe get a pitchfork from you, a tuner. Then I'll be able to visit you at least once a day.
Wait. Infinite staircase is sort of. We could have tea.
Together.
That would be nice.
It would be very nice.
I will arrange this when you go to visit Avison. I have lovely tea.
Wonderful. I can't wait. I really like coffee too. It makes me feel buzzy.
We'll wait till you go to Ebleround then. Great coffee.
If it's not completely destroyed.
Last I checked, it was running good. All trains are on schedule. Balloons. Oh,
What's a train?
I forgot. You folks do not have train. It is like a carriage that moves on a rail.
That sounds really exciting.
It is. Except for the part where they bind air elementals to eternal servitude to push the cars, but, semantics.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure things like that happen here. I mean,
Things like that most definitely happen here, yes. He wants to gesture to yourself and then just kind of like reels that back and he's like, yeah.
Yeah, that happens all the time. It's
All the
nice.
time.
Well, anyways, are you going to come join us for a drink?
As I would like to frolic and act like I am normal, carefree person, I do have a couple of things to attend to. Your friend Frostmaiden wishes a word.
Oh, from you?
Yes, particularly.
Right. Okay. Well, I'll talk to you soon.
You will. Sooner than you think.
Thank you so much for coming again.
He smiles. I wouldn't miss it. Well, okay, I almost missed it. But I didn't.
She'll give him like warm, fuzzy vibes.
His eyes just kind of crack out like cats do, and he's like, ooh. Wow. Okay. Toodles. Kind of gives a little finger wave and then goes to walk in.
Missing, purposefully stepping over Meow's booby trap.
Sorry, I have to double check something that was said.
Sorry. One second.
Okay. Just him for now.
The information? Or do you guys want to go fight pirates?
yeah, Mittens heads through his little portal and leaves you to your devices in this dark alley.
Yeah, no, I'll carefully step over the booby trap.
Oh,
Careful not to disturb it, and
Ho-
I will head back
the,
to the bar.
the homeless will take care of those in like the next 3 or 4 days.
No, I hope that they get like I hope they become like memorials. Like,
Memorial booby traps.
The Meow
No
Memorial
one
Booby
knows
Trap.
what's meows though, unless you tell them.
like there's just like a plaque off to the side and like a like a hanging rope that like signifies this is where Meow set up a bunch of
Well,
booby traps.
if we get enough, if we like find this dragon and pirates and kill them and get lots of money, we can just pay someone to reset these traps. That someone gets caught up in them, a little sign that comes down like, "Congratulations, you've been caught in the Meow Memorial Trap. Someone will be by shortly to let you down."
You've been meowed.
You've been meowed, yeah. The new tourist attraction.
That's
It's like geocaching.
Yeah.
All right. So then back to the bar with you then?
Back to the bar with me.
All right.
I assume Rue has followed me and is lurking about.
I am going to most definitely assume that Rue is lurking wherever you are.
Yeah. Since Star visited, I'm sure that Rue also gave her a report of what's going on too.
She has currently gone night-night IRL, so we will consider her working. Lurking.
Sounds
That
like
is a job.
She's behind the bar washing glasses.
Ametrine would find Colt and Vel kind of like at a table, like hunched over drinks, like watching another table.
Yeah, but I think Val's probably being like really obvious about it, and Colt's trying to like get her to not be so obvious about it.
That tracks.
Well, I think we should all go to sleep, personally.
Yeah, we're about
Do you guys?
we're about to wrap this up here.
I think we should all go to sleep. The characters. And then we can go, I don't know, fight a dragon or fight a pirate. There's also a really interesting place called Rohan. That we could go visit. They have trains.
Ooh, what's a train?
Well, I believe
it's like a carriage.
It's a very interesting
It's like
sexual
a
act.
carriage.
Oh.
It's like a carriage that goes really fast on wheels, and it's pulled by air elementals.
Well, I've experienced different trains.
It's pulled by air elementals. I would have thought they'd want to be, stuck down doing that.
Oh, I mean, sometimes you enjoy it, sometimes you don't.
Well, I agree
Do
about.
they have a union?
Oh, okay.
I'm keen to go to Eberron.
Yeah, okay.
Now.
I agree. We all should sleep. Ametrine, Vel and I found a note that might be from Meow's daughter.
Interesting. I thought she was trapped.
Yeah, it did make a whole lot of sense, but timey-wimey stuff. So we're kind of
Yeah, it was a really old
It was
note.
an old note, so not sure.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, unless Meow had like children from other people, but he kind of seems like someone who was so afraid of Anna, he probably did not, dip his pen in any other ink.
Well, he
And
thought
what
Anna
was-
was dead, and he was also quite drunk and high a lot of the time.
And why does it being old matter?
Well, she was a young girl when she died, so like, not you know what?
No, but also Meow
she didn't
just
die.
died, and she referenced Meow dying in a letter that's clearly older than the time period in which he's been dead.
Yeah.
Are you sure the letter's old and not just the paper?
No, But
That's a very
Like the
good
ink
point.
like faded or something.
I mean,
It was
no,
like
I
obvious
mean-
that the whole letter was written ages ago.
Inspiration for picking up on that observation.
I think Colt and Vel kind of just like look at each other, and there's like a 30 seconds of awkward silence of like, oh.
I was like,
Huh.
but it would be so fun for it to be timey-wimey
You
stuff.
would time on stuff. You know what? That's a possibility. But it was like very nice handwriting. Like this is like now a young child's handwriting. So right, it was like formal handwriting.
Do young children?
Mhm,
Did
yeah.
young children not have nice handwriting?
No, it's atrocious.
Depends on the
It depends
child.
on the child.
I've never been
I
a
mean,
I
child.
didn't have nice handwriting. It was not great, so I learned very early on.
I mean, I think I've been called old before, and I have very bad handwriting.
Okay, well,
You don't get good handwriting with age. It just becomes easier to become good at handwriting with age.
I-
And it's not impossible to have good handwriting when you're young. It's just a lot harder.
feel like we're drifting here just a bit. The point
Val
is,
lets out a massive yawn.
the point is, there was a note waiting for me that seemed old, but regardless of its age, it was likely from his daughter, assuming at this point that he was dead. And we wrote a note back and we were seeing if anyone come pick it up, but no one did. So
In the corner, as you guys are talking, I like to imagine that Bert is sitting down next to Radagast, just kind of staring at them talk, but not really listening because he's trying to deal with having two sentient weapons having a conversation in his head and still like maintain a reasonable train of thought, and he's just completely fucking lost. And he also wants to hang out with Radagast because he's cool.
Oh yes, Radagast.
He's sleeping.
That's fair. I wish I was sleeping. It's been a very, very long day. Hour? Year? What's the whatever. It's been a very long moment. But yes, I think that we should find time to go to Eberron. We also need to go to Tamriel at some point.
okay. I mean, we have an open contract on pirates. I mean, are any of these things that you want to do time sensitive?
Not yet.
Okay,
At least I don't think so. I
Good.
don't know.
good enough for me. I mean, you just kind of covered the entire range here of not yet, maybe, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna go with the first one when you said not yet. So
I mean, sooner rather than later is better.
okay, that still feels like we have some time. So Theron signed us up to deal with pirates, then fucked off. So let's take care of that. And
Ametrine does have a look of like concerned worry, kind of like on her face. Like,
yeah, let's take care of pirates and see where we are from there. And we'll do one of these three things after that.
Okay.
Okay.
I think yes, I do think we need to go to Tamriel to find that amulet.
Yes. Supposedly Theron's taking care of that, but paladins. Blah.
And I am worried about Eberron.
Okay. Well, I would say, Colt looks at Vel and Ametrine, let's go pile into a bed, snore a bit, wake up, and figure out where these pirates are tomorrow.
Sounds good. Val like stands up and immediately leaves. She looks really tired.
You two look exhausted. You two just go curl up in bed, and I will
Come on.
curl up between you or on the foot of the bed at some point later.
No, come on. Can't leave you in the bar.
Me or Ametrine?
No, you.
Me? Fine.
Fine.
We should really put Radagast to bed, though.
Oh yeah, he's sleeping at the bar. That we should probably. Bertram, can you pick him up and?
I've done that many times.
Yeah,
I've
you
done
have.
that many times. It's
Yeah.
not very comfortable.
Bertram, can you pick up Radagast and carry him and tuck him in or something?
Telepathically, Bertram.
Bertram.
Oh, sorry guys, I'm not here right now. Yes, Bert. Well, actually, kind of in character too, because Bert is literally dealing with having two sentient weapons talking in his ears as you guys are all talking to him. So he will kind of just shake his head. I'm sorry. What was that?
Can you pick up a sleeping?
He'll just kind of like keep it down as he's talking to Black Razor and Wade. Go ahead.
Okay, weird, but whatever. Radagast, can you pick him up and take him to bed, tuck him in? I mean, whisper sweet nothings into his ear. Whatever the fuck you do.
He's actually Radagast is actually asleep. But Bert will grab Radagast and whoever else needed to be carried upstairs and hoist them both on his massively muscular arm.
Okay.
Damn right.
I think only Radagast is sleeping.
Okay, cool. So it is Radagast.
His legs kicking, and he's like muttering the word cheese wheels. You can see he's having a nightmare.
Yeah, he'll pat Radagast on the back and maybe like run his fingers through his hair to like calm him down a little bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say Ametrine's gonna use her detect thoughts to get into Radagast's head and just kind of using her telepathic abilities, just kind of gently nudge him away from the nightmare and give him like happy memories, send him happy thoughts, happy vibes.
He visibly looks better.
Oh.
That's adorable. And Meow will just creak up the stairs. The way the two men. Sad. Bert will just creak up the stairs with Meow's ashes in, I'm assuming, at least Radagast's pocket. So technically still true, but sad.
Yeah.
Oh no. That's, I'm sure, to be the first of many slips.
Yep.
Speaking of his ashes, Val will definitely want to check if the ashes are gone with Thane's statue.
They're not.
She'll find tears and go to bed then.
Wait, what? The ashes are already gone?
No, they're there.
Oh, sorry, I'm reading the chat.
I said I would check if they're gone, and he said they're not. Yeah, I feel like I just like left Tez with Anna, and
Matthew.
and Matthew, probably Matthew, yeah. So I just like go and see and just climb, like go to sleep in the same room that he's in.
Oh my God, Buck, can you hear us?
The chicken.
Buck, the look of betrayal in your cat's face as it was falling off the chair.
I got you, Slinky.
All right.
Well, is that everything
Do we
we've
get a
got
long
for
rest?
tonight? You do. You get a well-earned long rest.
I'm still suffering from a -10 HP deduction. Is that
No, you got a +5 from here. You got a +15 from Hero's Feast. So
yeah, but like I got deducted from an attack in the last session. Is that still -10, or is that fixed with a long rest?
Till Greater Restoration is cast on you.
Okay, so we'll take care of that. All right.
So does it? Oh, that's a good point. So when the Hero's Feast wears off, do they still have the -10, or
Yep.
did that go onto the Hero's Feast stuff?
Yeah,
So then
because
they end up.
Well,
Hero's
the
Feast will be a
heroes,
temporary +15.
It wasn't. It was well, it was a temporary plus 15, but it was temporarily added to the max HP
Right, but
specifically. Like it's not
yeah.
it's not temp HP.
Right, yeah, I knew that, but what I'm getting at is, yeah, your hit point maximum is going to be minus 10 after all thing is done because it was temporary.
How much is a Greater Restoration gold cost?
100
100?
gold pieces. Do you want one
Yeah.
before we go to sleep?
Yeah, hit me up.
Yeah, I'll hit you up with my last 5th level greater restoration.
Was a big old kiss. Ooh,
Yeah.
I feel better already.
Did anybody else?
Want a kiss?
Did anybody else get hit? Did anybody else get hit with that?
No one
Just
that
Meow, I
no one that survived.
I was gonna say, I think Meow did, but we're not worried about that.
No. Oh no, that was the one thing that I fixed before he died.
This is true.
That is true.
Worked out.
All right. Woo. Yes, worked out.
All right. So,
And we may need to get some more gold dust because I've got 1 cast of it left.
Maybe we'll do some between.
Oh, I've given Colt whatever gold was in that bag that that Mr. Tam had. Silver.
How much was in there?
I don't remember.
I'll go back.
500 some odd gold, I think.
1,000-ish?
500 some odd gold, I believe.
500-ish? Okay. Alright, I'll take care of that. Okay, I would say for any like inventory stuff, we'll do in between session, etc., etc. So we don't waste time next week.
So, what would be tomorrow's plans then? Finding information about the pirates and stuff?
Yeah. I think after a big breakfast, Colt would go to the White Sails and get information of where exactly these incident is, and then probably plan an airship scouting mission.
All right. I will tell you, the encounter for the pirates is definitely going to be something that's probably going to be an entire session of its own. So I would keep anything you guys want to do for the next little bit contained, or we can have that be the scouting downtime that we'll fill back in when we come back next week, and we can hit the scouting mission, I guess.
I think that's probably, yeah, I think that part we should start off next week. But
absolutely.
If there's anything else anyone else want to talk to Colt about, I'd be more than happy to RP some stuff before we wrap things up.
Yeah, I think Ametrine's gonna keep the whole Scion stuff to herself for now. Just because she wants everybody to be happy for a little bit longer.
Makes sense. I think Colt at some point would probably tell Star that he has a gem that could have the essence of Azarak in it, and to ask her to ask around Neverwinter HQ casually about what the fuck to do with that.
Yeah.
But also like not tell Marcus about it. Like this needs to be kept on the low. This needs to be kept on the down low. This is like basically carrying a primed nuclear weapon in your pocket.
Well, you know who's gonna rat you out to Marcus?
Fucking Rue. Oh boy.
I'll cross that bridge when she's alert to understand that one.
I knew we couldn't trust her.
Maybe. You never know.
I knew it.
All right. Does anybody have anything else they'd like to take care of in the morning or around town?
Bert's just going to be kind of keeping a distant eye on Rue and just kind of still coming to terms with having sentient weapons. and trying to learn how to make them stop talking when he doesn't want to listen to them. So he'll probably have like I don't know. What would he drink in the morning? Would he be like a coffee guy, a tea guy? How distinguished is he?
He likes, I would say, probably some black coffee. Depending on the mood, maybe an ale. But not like sloppy drunk ale, more like seasoned veteran, like, I do good with a whiskey kind of ale.
It's my kind of guy. Yeah, he'll be sipping on a cup of black coffee for sure, and just kind of taking it all in.
Excellent. All right. And I think at this point, with at least Elian being out and we've got Rue out, like I said, unless you guys have anything you want to wrap up, I think here's where we call it.
No, I think the only thing I would add is I think that night that Colt snuggled both Ametrine and Belle good to feel secure.
Most definitely.
Likes his snuggles.
I wanted to make sure you guys had the time to describe that before I gave you your dream. But if we'll go ahead and
Okay.
leave it here, then overnight, each of you sees this large circular disc breaking out of a frozen mountainside in the distance before it lights up a neon yellow and with a huge crack and a shockwave that ripples across the distance that you can see, vanishes. And that's where I'll leave you tonight.
No.
Whoa.
Colt, wake up, go. Goddamn dreams.
Does Bert also have the stream? I think would be the question to ask here.
So let me just give me 1 second to forward think. Yes.
Huh. Bert's having an interesting day.
For Bert in particular, there is this like shimmering silver line that sort of ties him into this space. It like almost is guiding his view in a way. Like he can see this large silver strand, kind of sweep that way.
Okay, cool. All right.
Okay, we are
What were you gonna say?
Can I cast Druidcraft to predict the weather for the next 24 hours?
Bright and sunny.
Okay, so a good day for fighting pirates.
Good day for fighting pirates.
a good day. to
Yo
fight.
ho
storms.
ho.
All right, I think we're gonna go raid another channel now, friends. We're gonna go raid 2 girls, 1 brain cell, and they're playing Baldur's Gate 3.
Nice. Thanks, guys. Y'all have a great week.
Next week.
Sorry about that.
Oh,
Had to grab the cat gun.
did you hear what I said? Nope.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
2 girls,
1
one
brain
brain
cell
cell.
playing Baldur's Gate 3. Next week, will the Longshots get to the pirates? What about this otherworldly travel? Bertram Reynolds. Three's Company with him and 2 artifacts. Find out that and more on next week's Longshots. Act 3, Final Act, Dungeons and Dragons!
Woo!